this is my comic book pull list for the 25th of February 2015. If you don't know what a pull list is, it's basically all the comics that I'm looking forward to coming out and reading. Now, these ones in particular are first issues, which means that they're brand new comics and you don't have to have read anything before them, really. They're usually like new storylines or new volumes. So they're perfect for people who haven't really read that many comics before and don't know the vast previous knowledge of the Marvel universe or the DC universe, because I know that it can get really confusing. So if I start off, the first thing on my pull list is Spider-Gwen. I don't know whether you can see that because it's on my iPad. Spider-Gwen. So Spider-Gwen, just to give you a little bit of an idea, because she is probably someone that you do need to know a little bit about. She was introduced by Jason Latour and Robbie Rodriguez last year in a comic called Edge of the Spider-Verse. I think it was issue number 2. Basically, Spider-Gwen is about Gwen Stacy. And she's in an alternate universe to the one that we know her in at the moment, the one with Peter Parker. She's in an alternate universe called Earth 65, I think. And in this universe, she is actually the one that gets bitten by a spider. And Peter Parker is actually kind of a dick. Like, he ends up becoming the Lizard and ends up dying. So, yeah, he's not the hero in Spider-Gwen. But anyway, going from all of that, she was introduced because the Spider-Verse is like this massive event where all of the Spider-Men and the Spider-Women from alternate universes, like throughout the whole entire galaxy and timelines and stuff like that, all got together to fight this really evil, soul-sucking guy called Morlun. So, yeah, she was introduced then, and she kicked some ass, and she was really popular. Everyone loved her, and that's why she's getting her own comic. Like, I think the Edge of the Spider-Verse went into like its 3rd printing because it was that popular. And I loved her. I thought she looked amazing, and she was fun, and she was in a band, and she looked cool, and I just wanted to be her. That's how awesome she was. So, yeah, the Spider-Gwen comic is coming out. It's going to be in issue 1, and I'm really looking forward to reading it, because what's happened to Gwen now? Like, now that she's gone back to her own universe, is she going to be able to deal with, I don't know, all the new baddies that are going to come up? Or, like, what is everyone going to say about her being away? And also, now that she's seen all of these other Spider-Men, she's got kind of a big name to live up to, and obviously as well, like, all of these Spider-Man were Peter Parker's, and in her universe Peter's dead, so it's kind of like, how do you deal with that? It's all gonna be pretty interesting. Plus, her universe is like super topsy-turvy. It's like the complete opposite to the universe that we're used to, so I think that's super exciting, and that's why I'm looking forward to reading it. The next one I'm looking forward to is by Vertigo. It's called Suiciders, if you can see that. Now, this one is written and illustrated by, I think his name's Lee Bajimo. The only other time I've ever really heard of him was when he did the Before Watchmen Rorschach series, which was really good. This particular comic, from what I've read about it, is kind of like a post-apocalyptic sort of comic, set in like LA, which kind of, when they say post-apocalypse and they say LA and it's kind of separated from the rest of the universe, that just makes me think of Escape from LA with Kurt Russell, which I really loved. So if it's like that, then I don't really mind. But they did say a little bit more about it. Apparently it's going to be it's going to revolve around like a game show sort of thing, where you put people in a ring, like a boxing ring, and they fight. But these people are genetically modified, so they have cyborg arms and like night vision stuff, and I don't know. It kind of sounds like a cross between Robot Wars and Gladiators, which is pretty fascinating, to be honest. So I'm definitely willing to give that a go. The next comic that I quite like to get is Orphan Black by IDW. This comic book is based on the series, so I don't know whether many of you have seen it. I mean, I've been watching it recently on Netflix, and it's quite a fascinating series. It's about a woman who comes across someone who looks exactly like her, and from that stems an investigation that she does to find out who this woman is, and then she finds out that there are loads of people that look like her and that she is a clone. So that's to kind of like cut a long story short. And this comic, it's actually been written by the creators of the show, the TV show, kind of is a bit about that. So I'm under the impression that it's going to be kind of recapping over the series. So I don't know whether you need to have seen the series previous to reading it. But I think it's going to go into a little bit more detail about each of the individual clones, which sounds really cool because you don't massively know a huge amount of any of them apart from the main clone. I can't remember her name. But I mean, I'd like to read it because I've only just started getting into the series, so, and it is a little bit confusing, so maybe this comic would help. Maybe. Not sure. But yeah, those are the three that I'm mainly looking forward to reading. There are a few more out, if I just list them out. So, Black Hood from Archie Comics is out. That's a brand new series. Curb Stomp from Boom Studios. Mr. X Raised by Dark Horse Comics is out. King Prince Valiant by Dynamite. Garbage Pail Kids by IDW. I'm guessing that's like the Garbage Patch Kids, you know, like the weird dolls that you get when you're younger. Might need to pick that up just to see what it's like. Joe Frankenstein by IDW. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mute Animals by IDW. And the Thor Annual from Marvel Comics. So if you want to pick anything up this week, then those are your options, apart from everything else that's out, and that's probably hundreds and hundreds of things. But those are the brand new ones starting. Anyway, I'll leave you with that to think about, and let me know if you're picking up anything, and if you enjoyed it. I'll probably let you know what I actually end up getting.